What's up, gurus? It's your boy Pablo, and welcome to Film Friday. Today, we are going to be talking about a cult classic movie. This is El Mariachi, that was written, directed by the great Robert Rodriguez. And this is a movie that I love so much for many different reasons. One of the reasons why I love this movie so much is not only is it an entertaining watch, but the backstory and history of how this movie was made is absolutely epic. And so I'm going to give you a brief synopsis, and then we're going to talk about why I love this movie and a little bit about how it was filmed. So this story centers around a mariachi who's following in the footsteps of his family and wants to be a great musician, and he's looking for work in different towns. And it just so happens that there is a famous criminal who is on the run, and that criminal carries all of his deadly weapons in a guitar case. And somehow he gets mixed up with the real mariachi who's just trying to play music. And so the whole movie centers around the two of them on the run, being mistaken for one another, and the adventure and action that ensues as they are trying to resolve this case of mistaken identity. And so it's a really fun movie, very simple but interesting plot. And Robert Rodriguez wrote this movie, and it was his film debut. This movie came out in 1992, and it has stood the test of time. More than 30 years later, we're still talking about it. And it has been enshrined in movie history by being placed in the Library of Congress. So this movie is culturally significant. It was filmed largely in Mexico and then later overdubbed. And actually, a little bit about the lore about how this movie was made. It was filmed on a shoestring budget of $7,000. Can you imagine? $7,000 to produce this amazing work of art. And that is inspiration alone for this movie. The fact that you can make something so awesome, it just is a testament to creativity is the most important thing. And so I really think that that's a very interesting aspect. Another really interesting fun fact is that this movie was made with largely amateur actors. So everybody that you're seeing while watching this movie is not a professional. These are people that Robert Rodriguez was able to pick up and recruit to be part of this movie. So the fact that this was done on a shoestring budget of only $7,000 and with amateur actors is a testament to, again, the magic of just making things happen. And so those two things alone are really incredible. But I actually recently watched a interview with Lex Fridman and Robert Rodriguez, and I love this interview. It was so inspiring. It was Robert Rodriguez really telling how he was able to make this movie happen. The fact that he rented a camera that he didn't even know how to operate and was just pretty much winging it, doing everything in one take, and then later overdubbing it. And it's just so interesting, all the little subtle choices that he made. Like, while he was filming, he was just getting all the shots that he would need, and then later just overdubbing it. And just, if you notice, the movie is actually quite minimal in terms of its dialogue, but the dialogue has been later overdubbed and is, again, compelling. So I just really like that aspect. And another interesting thing is about how they pulled off the action. For being such a low budget movie, the action is really pretty impressive. And again, it's all done super creatively in moments where there's gunfire. Robert Rodriguez literally has some of the actors dropping fake shells on the ground to simulate, the gunfight. So this movie is so creative. It is done as a debut. Who would have known? I'm sure Robert Rodriguez never would have guessed that this would be such a big movie. But, in that interview with Lex Fridman, it was just a masterclass at, really just the art of creativity and going for it. And I love that so much about Robert Rodriguez. He's such an inspiration for not just movie makers, but anybody that's creative. I definitely encourage you to watch that Lex Fridman interview. It is probably, of all the amazing Lex Fridman interviews, this one is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, just because of how inspiring it is and him telling the backstory of how all of his movies were made. And also he talks about Tarantino's journey. And if you're watching this channel, you know that Tarantino's my favorite director. So hats off to this movie. It's a very good one. We are celebrating it for Cinco de Mayo weekend, and we've got some more goodies coming your way. But we wanted to highlight this movie. Check it out if you've never seen it. Keep in mind that it was filmed on only $7,000. Such a low budget, but a classic given all of that. And I hope that it inspires you. If you have some creative inklings to go out and do your thing, we surely will be at some point. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Tomorrow is Saturday, which means it's our day to announce our Guru of the Week. And we've got an awesome guru to shout out, so you want to stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here at Ask a Guru TV. That way you can get all of our videos as soon as they drop. And don't forget to download the app and share all your favorite music, movies, books, and TV shows with the world. We will see it, celebrate it, and give you a shout out for being so awesome as a curator. So we will see you all tomorrow, gurus. Peace.